of donating blood. As human beings, averagely, we have somewhere around 10 pints of blood. And what you are doing is you're just giving out 1 pint of that, which is a tenth, as it were, in terms of the fraction of it, to actually save lives. What is also being said is that that 1 pint that you're giving can save as many as 3 lives. Because blood in itself has various components. So it means that from that 1 pint you have given, the plasma part of it can be given to someone, the red cells can be given to someone, and it can go a long way in helping the person to recover. So in very simple terms, what we do when we donate blood is that a pint of that is taken and it's given to people who are in dire need of it.
And the advantages of this act.
Fantastic. And this is particularly to everyone that is listening. I always like to start off by mentioning that it's such a selfless act. That altruistic part of it, that selflessness that it brings, is the starting point. Just knowing that you did something that saved lives is in and of itself an immense benefit. Just that consciousness that as a person, I was able to save a life without wearing capes, without jumping off buildings. But that singular act that took about 10 to 15 minutes, that 1 pint that I donated actually saved their life is tremendously impactful in that sense. But going slightly forward from that is to also mention that when it also comes to you donating blood, and I think I said this last year and it was a bit interesting, is that it also helps your mental health. And I remember it sparking up the interest in your mind.
Right? Because I couldn't believe it. Like, what do you mean mental health? Like, it's like blood I just gave. Mike, calm down, man.
But quite interestingly, the reason why that is the case is that when it comes to our mental health as individuals, understanding that an aspect of our mental health is our ability to make meaningful contributions to our immediate community. So when you unpack the understanding of mental health and what it really entails, about self-awareness, about being able to cope with stress, the fourth part of that definition of mental health is actually our ability to contribute to our immediate community. And so there's almost no better way to do that than actually giving blood and saving lives. Also, the fact that, you also get to get rid of some of the excess iron within the blood, that also helps the heart health. And, that process as well of the heart having to replenish the blood supply and all of that also keeps you as active and as healthy as possible. So the benefits are enormous. And my hope is that for everyone listening, you'll be able to take a decision and say, this is something I want to do. Because for me, it's beyond the information. This is one of those things that action is important.
Action.
Absolutely important. That's, so I've heard all of this. What am I going to do about it? Prior to and after donating blood, you want to take a lot of water. So the reason why many times people are giving more of milk and things like that is just for their energy, in terms of improving and increasing the individual's glucose levels and all of that. But it's not as though the milk becomes blood or the malt becomes blood. So you can donate blood without necessarily taking malt and milk. The most important thing is to hydrate, actually. So there are 3 critical things to consider when you want to donate blood. First is the age. You should be between 18 and 65 years of age. So you should be between 18 and 65 years of age. Individuals younger than that wouldn't be able to donate. Individuals older than that aren't advised to donate. So it's between 18 to 65 years. The second thing to consider is the weight of the individual. So you should weigh at least 50 kg. This will be checked whenever you want to donate blood. And then thirdly, which is perhaps one of the most important aspects, is to check the individual's hemoglobin level. So it should be between 12.5 and 13, because we don't want a case whereby after you've donated the blood, we have to give it back to you again.
Okay, that's not going to be a good development. But before I go to the